Hello! Today I will show you how to create an image from a VM instance and turn the created image to another VM instance. But first, let us know what is the difference between an image and an instance and the relevance of creating an image from a VM instance. So, an image is a template for a virtual machine that can be used to create one or more instances of that VM. An instance is a runnable VM that can be turned on and off and that you can log into. Creating an image from a VM instance is important if you need to back up a machine or create a machine template for others to use. Now that we all know these things, let us now dive into the tutorial. We are now in Google Cloud Console. To go in this page, select Computer Engine, then Virtual Machine, and then select VM Instances. Now we will choose the first VM instance from our created VM instances, and click the vertical ellipses, then choose Create New Machine Image. In here, we will see the description that a machine image contains VM's properties, materials, permissions, and data from all its attached disks. We can use a machine image to create, backup, or restore a VM. Now you can see me here typing a name for the created image. I'll type in ERPNext, the day-to-day, and then backup. Now we will put in the description the backup image. Then we will select the source VM instances. Before, we already choose the first VM instance, so now we will select it. In the location, there are options of multi-regional and regional. If you select multi-regional, all the regions in that particular location will be selected. And if you choose regional, you will choose the specific region in that particular location. For this tutorial, I will select multi-regional. In the encryption, we will just choose the first option. Now we will click create and wait for the process to get finished. The process will take up to 5 minutes or more, so let's speed it up until we see the checkmark. Just click refresh if the page becomes unresponsive. We can now see that there is a green checkmark on our created image. We have now successfully created an image based from an instance. Now, let us proceed to the next part of our tutorial, which is creating an instance based from an image. We are now in the machine images page, and we will select our created image by clicking the three ellipses and clicking the create instance. Now we have selected an option to create a new VM instance based from a machine image. You can use a source for your machine image. As we selected before, we have choose the backup and click continue. I will not change the name and set it to its default. You can add labels to put notes on your created instance, but for now I will not add anything. In creating an instance, you must select a particular region and zone, not like in creating an image which you can select a multi-regional or regionals option. Just be reminded that if you're choosing the region and zone, it must be on your current location, because it affects the latency of your created server. Now we will proceed to the machine configuration, which you are going to choose what type of machine you are going to use for a specific function. You can see in the top that there are profiles you can select. You can also manually select what type of machine you are going to use. It will depend on your workload. And please note that choosing a machine will also affect the cost that will be charged from you. Now I am manually choosing what type of machine I am going to use, and I'm going to choose the N2 series. For the machine type, I'll select the N2 Standard 4, which includes a 4-core CPU and a 16GB RAM memory. Again, this is based on your workload and budget. We will not configure the other settings and leave it as it is. We can now click the Create button and wait for the process to be finished. This will take a minute or two to get finished. Now, we have created a new instance based from our created machine image. We can now try and test it by opening the external IP address. Please take note that to remove the S from the HTTPS for the page to load. That's it! Now you have learned how to create an image based from an instance and create an instance based from an image. Thank you for watching. I hope you learned something today, and see you next time.